Morning, top of the morning, back at it again with another one. And today we on the Twitter. If you don't know now, you know. Be sure to give us a follow. The handle is SCHMDII. SCHMDII. I post free signals, trades, charts, and anything of interest. Today we're gonna be looking at the trade or the first one of the week. We managed to take some sells in a very random area, cover, reverse, and take it the other direction. But more on that in today's episode. We're just going to start off by checking out the economic calendar, getting an idea of our bearings. We came off of NFP last week. So as per usual, first Friday of the week it's NFP, the second week of the month, we'll then have our CPI. And if it's that time of the quarter, we'll have our FOMC statement and FOMC press conference, as you all know. For those following for a while, you know that I personally don't trade these days. I found that CPI days alone by themselves with nothing in the afternoon yield the highest probability for me personally, so I won't be taking part on Wednesday. Definitely on Thursday and most probably on Friday. Today we just paper traded. Tomorrow we'll probably paper trade as well, just to respect the rules of the strategy. But if it's clean, it's clean, and we won't think twice. With all the formalities out the way, we'll go down to the Nasdaq as per usual. We're looking at the hourly time frame just to give you an idea of what today's idea was about. We got to our charts round about just before 8:30 openish time, round about there. We were dancing around in this 1 hourly sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So obviously we're looking to sell, even though it was a bit of a cheeky one, because let me just show you here. Just throw a fib on that just so that we all know why. So I'll throw the fib on that. What's the first thing you notice? The place or the PD area of selling is beneath equilibrium. And what's rule number one? We sell above premium and we buy in discount. Simple as that. But like I said, it was a bit cheeky and we figured why not. So now that we have that higher context on a higher time frame, target or the draw at the time, this was the low there. We didn't get to that. We knew that we would, initially when we wanted to sell, that was our target. We wanted to see perhaps a purge of this or the previous day's low, that's the low of Friday, to allow us to make our way to the high on Friday, the NFP high. But as you can see, we came just down, deep discount, shot up, and now we filled out that imbalance there, and it looks like we are more than likely headed to the top side. So we're just gonna break down the quick scalp on the sell side, and then we'll look at the scalp for the buy side. Looking at the sell, now that we have the context, you can see what these lines are. It's that imbalance on the 1 hourly time frame. I'll just make that a bit bold so that everyone can see. Now let's go to the M15. M15, as you can see, pretty straightforward. Go down to a 5. You can see by the 5, we made the lower high, and then we just proceeded to melt to the downside. Something for me personally that I've been noticing is that on certain moves, I'll be targeting the sell side. In this instance, obviously it's a bearish direction, so I'll be targeting the sell side there and etc., looking for price to go back, but it oftentimes doesn't go down to that level. It'll more than likely hit, say, an order block closest to the liquidity pool that I was looking at. As you can see here, if I had my take profit runabout there, I would have been comfortably tagged out, as opposed to waiting for price to get all the way down there. So for me personally, in my journal, I just noted that instead of waiting for the low to be struck, rather just take TP at the nearest order block closest to your target liquidity pool and be content with enough. That's just definitely something that I'll be doing moving forward, because in this instance here, I had that target mapped out, but then I trailed my stop from runabout there, had it right above there, my trail stop, looking for this to be hit. But as you can see, obviously, price just played with me and then reversed to go to the upside. So moving forward, for me personally, that's where I'll be looking to take profits. Admittedly, now that I look at it in hindsight, we did have an imbalance over there, so probably that's what, or perhaps that's what I should have used as my take profit. But be that as it may, we live and we learn. Now, with that trade out the way, we'll be taking a look at today's silver bullet slash 9:30 trade. I'm just going to start by noting where our 8:30 open is, and as well as our midnight open. We have the context as to what this PD array was. I'm just going to remove that to make the chart a bit cleaner. This as well. This is the equilibrium point of the dealing range we're looking at. This is the dealing range low to the high over there, the midway point. You can just get that with a fib, pretty easy. But remember rule number 1, buy in discount, that's below equilibrium, and sell in premium, that's above equilibrium. We saw an opportunity to buy below our equilibrium price range, which so happened to be below the 8:30 open price. That's over there. This particular candle over there, that's our 8:30 candle. No, that's 8:35. This one over here, my apologies. I'll just move that black line over to the open. As you can see, open there, close there for 8:30. For me, let me just also mark out the midnight one. That is our open over here. Just put that at the opening price of that candle. Midnight, as you can see over there. You can't see me pointing at my screen. But if you just take a look at the x-axis, you'll see Monday, 10th June 24, 0000. That's the candle we are looking at. So just placing it there at the open of that particular candle. Switch out my template to the daily open. Now, as you can see, this is another confluence I like if I'm looking for buys. If price is at a discount, below equilibrium, below the daily open, and below the 8:30 open. At the time, looking at the order block entry to trigger the trade. Or was it the one below? I'll turn on my executions just now and we'll see. But you can just see how nicely we are wicking there to make our way to the upside. The main thing is not the entries. The main thing is knowing where price will more than likely lead off to. Note how we had a draw on the higher time frame. So in this case, the hourly, we had that imbalance. We knew where price would lead off to. We had that high. That was the high made during London. We had the London session highs. You can argue and say that's a relative equal top over there. For sure, on say maybe a 15 or a 5 minute, that would look like a double top. But the main thing, we had that imbalance. Also, given the context that we are quite bullish, you can just go to the weekly chart and see the previous week and the week prior to that, we dipped down into a weekly order block / imbalance over there. This long tail wick gives us an indication that more than likely price will proceed bullish. And we saw the whole of last week, we had that expansion to the upside. Note how far away this candle closed. So the high of this candle or the close versus the open or the close of this previous candle here. So this one opened there, closed there, price then reversed and opened a significant distance away from where this one closed. Such small things, just backtest it, you'll see. It'll give you an idea of where the expansion is most likely to occur. And we can see now that price is moving up. We have comfortably cleared the halfway point of that wick over there. When looking at the week or looking at a wick or framing a trade, you can reasonably, let me just note that the high can reasonably expect, if price is going to reverse and continue down to the opposite direction, it won't close above that midpoint of the wick. But since you study ICT's work, I don't have to tell you this, you already know. So higher time frame context going down to a lower time frame, then you just look for a PD array that aligns with the time that you're looking to enter, and then the rest is history. In today's instance, for that 10 o'clock trade, no fair value gap present. It was more so an order block entry. Let me just show you my executions quickly. You can see there, we caught the sells in that hourly. Let me just show you. Lots of executions. So you can see, got that initial sell in this imbalance over there, wrote it down, going back to the 5. Oh yes, that's the order block we're targeting. We covered the position, took some more buys. First TP was when we cleared the highs over there. Always know where to take your partials. And then the overall target was the low of that hourly imbalance over there. So easy day, nothing crazy. Done for the day, and I'll see what happens tomorrow. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you for watching. And don't forget, we're on Twitter, SCHMDII. I repeat, MCHII. We post charts, trades, everything on and off the charts. And yeah, let's make money. Stay safe, everybody. I'll see you soon. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you want to see. And stay safe.